Welcome back, everyone. It's been a minute. This is not Ryan. What's going on here? Nelson has joined me today to play Maul Peak. It's been, I think, a couple weeks since we've done a live stream here. I'm going to try to kick the rust off with a little bit of Maul Peak. If you've ever played Skulk Hollow, you're going to be familiar with what this game is doing. Nelson was not familiar as of what, yesterday?
Nope, learned the rules yesterday. It's really cool, though.
Yeah, it is really cool.
Yeah.
And I have to admit, it's been a while since I played Skulk Hollow. We just got a copy of Maul Peak, so we wanted to get it to the table because it's a really cool two-player asymmetric game. And speaking of it being cool, you could be cool too because you might win a copy of this. Thank you very much to our sponsors over at Pencil First Games. They are giving up a copy of the game and some goodies.
Ooh.
And we're going to do this old school. We're going to go... hopefully we're streaming. I think we are.
I think we are.
Hopefully. We might go to technical difficulties just to check. If you see us and hear us in the comments, please let us know right now. And we'll wait for a second to see if that happens. No? Yes? If you do see us, we're gonna go and we'll be right back.
We're live.
You see it? Yes, thank you. Thank you, Jessica. All right. Professional streaming here. Nelson and I were just talking beforehand. It's one of the most anxiety-inducing things to do as a content creator.
100%.
Is to stream.
Yeah, everything
There's
has to, yeah.
almost always a problem. It's gotten a little better.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if it's the experience of like knowing how to do it or just getting used to the anxiety.
Yeah.
But like I said, we are giving away a copy. We're going to do it old school. Just comment. Either whether you're live or whether you're watching this after the fact, comment. We're going to pull someone randomly.
Sweet. And
we'll get your information. And we will get you a copy of Maul Peak with, like I said, a few extra goodies. But we are going to dive in right now and play some Maul Peak. I am going to play the Grizzar. These are this bear clan. I'm going to start with my druid. out on the board right here, along with my Winter Beast, which in this case I've chosen the Snow Hare. He's adorable. It's going to let me draw some cards. Plus, it's an extra unit, and it's a unit that also can respawn because my other units, when they're gone, they're gone.
They're out of the game.
They're either knocked out, I'm going to say knocked out, or trapped in your cell. Yep. Saboso.
Saboso's cell.
Tell us a little bit about Saboso, Nelson.
Yeah. And so while your Snow Hare is asymmetric, Saboso is also asymmetric, which is just wildly cool. But my goal is to either trap 4 of your bears in my cell, and there we'll talk through the mechanics on how I do that, or eliminate all of the characters from your bear clan from the board.
From the board. So I have to get my bears out on the board, because any bears who aren't summoned to the board, they don't really matter as it relates to his win condition. Mm-hmm. What I'm trying to do is just take out all of the hearts on Saboso here. I need to run around, I need to jump up. If you've ever played the video game Shadow of the Colossus, I'm pretty sure it's fairly well documented that the designer had that floating around in their mind when they came up with this. But it's got that vibe. I'm going to be climbing up Saboso and trying to take out all of these various points. Plus, those points are associated with abilities that he has to play cards. So if I take out this Quake Knee and this Quake Knee, he can no longer do the Quake. I'm aiming to get up here and take care of the whack, because that is the only way that Saboso can knock me off of himself.
Right. And so I'm, running around the map. This is the map where this is representative of this other side of the map here, where you're going to be climbing up, and I'm going to try and knock you off, deal damage, and then stomp on your Snow Hare a little bit.
So place your bets right now to see who's going to win. And yes, to celebrate being back, I'm going to take a sip from our unofficial sponsor, Diet Coke. And if you're new to the stream, and those of you from Pencil First who may not have caught a stream in a while, this is kind of a joke. I drink a lot of Diet Coke. I kind of have it coursing through my veins. My wife got me this sweatshirt as a joke, and I wear it almost every Wednesday. You start first. I think the Guardian, or the monster, is it Guardian? Yeah, I think they call it Guardian. Yeah. I don't want to offend the Guardians by calling them monsters. He's a Guardian, Saboso. He's not a nice guy, though, to be fair. I think the Bears, I want to say the Bears are the good guys, although the Bears all have some pretty aggressive faces on. But regardless, you go first.
I do go first. So I get 3 actions. That's denotated by my asymmetrical power here. I have a hand size of 4, so I'm going to spend my first action to slant left and move over to this spot here.
Yeah, we are playing kind of sideways, so you should play on either side of this. So our cards, this slant card would effectively be played like this, so it would allow him to move this way. So
it took me...
Help keep Nelson in check there, because it takes me a while too, but it took Nelson a minute to figure out the orientation there.
I don't want to admit how long before the stream I was sitting here with cards.
Yes.
Trying to... Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and discard a card. I'm going to use my prepare action. So I can discard a card, and then I get to draw 2 cards. So that's going to be, okay. That's going to be kind of...
I don't like the sound of that.
I do.
Jessica, I understand you don't want to pick a winner. I feel a little pressure, though, if you pick the Grizzar, that makes me feel too much pressure. I already have enough anxiety over our, tripping up on the stream. But I do like the fact that you were motivated by making horrendous bear puns.
Okay.
I don't think the Guardians have been around to make Guardian puns. But take that as a challenge, everyone who's watching. And you know what, Jessica? If it's just you watching, I hope that's okay. Communicate with yourself.
So
is that it?
My last action, I moved over here. During cleanup, I'm going to draw up to my hand size of 4. And then if I had any of...
Energy or power?
Power, I think it's power. I would move it up, which is kind of a wild action for me.
Yeah, the Guardian has power. The Bears have rage, so I'm actually starting to think that the Bears might be the bad guys. I mean, it's kind of a negative slant.
I think it kind of depends on who's the aggressor here, right? I was just hanging out in my lair.
That's true.
And if you come and attack my lair, what are you doing?
I feel like we're fighting winter in general. And my guess is there's a bit of a winter is coming sort of theme here. Hey, it's not just her. That's probably someone else from Pencil First. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully everyone from all publishers come and watch. All right, it's my turn. Well, I'm going to spend 2 rage, and this is a free action. I can spend 2 rage from my bank to summon someone. I'm going to summon the herbalist and bring them here. The herbalist is this little guy. Is it that guy? Yes, it is. And they can come in here, here, or here. Really don't like them being super close to you. So I'm actually going to summon them in here. And then I have 3 actions as well. Well, I'm going to play this and just gain 3 rage. So this rage comes into the pool. I cannot spend it immediately, but at the end of my turn, that will move up, and it'll be rage I can spend next turn.
Are we the baddies?
Are we the baddies? What's that from? I'm going to play this. I'm going to use it for its magic and not its leap. And I'm going to use the magic because the herbalist has a brew. It says spend a magic action to gain 3 rage. So I'm going to get 3 more rage. I'm filled with rage. I think we are the baddies. And then I have 1 more action. I mean, and by the way, Pencil First, everyone who's familiar with the game in the comments, please let us know if we make a mistake. We're bound to do so. As I play this to gain 2 more rage. So the question is there a limit on the rage that I can have in my pool? Because that's physically almost as much rage as I can fit in the pool.
It looks like maybe 7 more.
I'd have to stack. I'd have to stack. So at the end of my turn, all that rage is going to go up to my bank, and I'm going to draw up to my hand size. Oh, look at that. I actually have cards that move me now.
Ooh, okay. So,
what you got?
Right back and forth. I'm going to gain ground, which means I can move in
not...
any direction. I'm going to move right there.
That seems powerful.
I think there's only 1 of those in my deck.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, so I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's kind of the big...
Slant right, so
I'm actually going to Frost.
Oh, Frost. No, I don't think you should.
So Frost, I can basically freeze an orthogonally adjacent hero. You are called heroes, though. So I think you are the good guys.
Heroes.
Yeah.
Homelander. Some call Homelander a hero in The Boys.
It's history is written by the winners.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And so with a Frost token, you effectively are just kind of frozen. You can't do anything.
The herbalist can't do his thing.
And that goes away at the end of your next round, which I needed to stop.
Or I can spend a rage to get rid of it, right?
You can spend a rage to get rid of it.
I mean, I've got rage.
Which is fair. Yeah, that's a lot of rage.
You frost me all you want. I've got several fires lit right here.
And then I am going to...
No limit on rage. It's all about how you spend it and gain it. Okay.
You're just currently extremely filled with rage.
I mean, that tracks,
yeah.
Jessica. I am filled
Was that
with
a
rage.
game
I put on a
note?
good look, but I'm deep down, it's rage that powers what we do. It's our new motto at MVM. We used to say have fun at the table, and it's just rage.
Get ragey.
Get ragey. Get ragey.
I'm going to come over and hang out with you over here. Now, if I'm in this space, you cannot summon there. So that's going to be my
I smell
3.
a trap coming.
I don't know.
He can trap me and actually put me in his belly.
But you have to be frozen.
I know.
You're going to unfreeze.
Well, that's true. I am going to unfreeze, but I'm guessing you might have another Quake handy.
know.
Although you can't, so you can't frost me in the same space then,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
Interesting. It's as if these game designers thought of everything. My turn?
Possibly an unbearable amount of rage.
Oh!
Nice one. Nice
she
one.
said that.
Yeah.
Keep them coming.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to attribute that to Nelson.
No.
I was impressed.
I'm just lucky enough to be able to read the chat.
That's you. You've got young eyes. I didn't even know the chat was up. I have so much rage. Has anyone filled with rage ever said that like that? I have so much rage. I'm just brimming with rage.
Yeah, very professional about
yes.
it.
I am going to use a free action or spend rage, which is a free action, to bring in the barbarian. He costs 3 rage. The barbarian's going to come in. He's kind of my guy. And I'm going to bring him in right. Is that where I want to bring him in? Yeah. Yeah, that is where I want to bring him in. So no action's taken yet, but my first action is going to be to slant left. Here comes the barbarian.
No.
Then, I am going to leap. And when you leap in the same space as the guardian, you can leap into one of these spaces, either going up this leg or this leg. I'm going to go up that leg right there. Then, for my third action, I'm going to melee. And I'm going to melee this quake spot right there. So that's going to take out that quake knee.
Get off.
And the barbarian says clamor. This is a special ability. Like the herbalist has a special ability. The herbalist, I have to spend a magic action. The barbarians just happens. It says clamor after taking a melee action, which I just did. This hero unit may take a free leap action. Leap is the action that you take to basically move up and around. I have to follow these dotted lines, so I'm going to go up to this hand here because I do want to take care of that action. That, got so much rage that I feel like I should do more. I am going to, interesting. So one other thing I could do is after a leap action, you could spend a rage to effectively do what they call climb, which is it's like a free leap action, but it's called climb for reasons. I could go all the way up to frost.
Think of it as like a double jump. Like a
Exactly, exactly. To bring on more of the video game analogy. I think I'm going to stay there, though, although I feel like you're just going to knock me off here in a second. But I'm going to spend a couple rage to bring out another character. And if I'm doing this wrong, please let me know. I'm assuming I can bring out multiple characters per turn.
I assume so.
If I wanted to. So I'm going to spend 4 to bring out the assassin as well. I mean, I've got a lot of guys out, which is good, but it's also just feeding you more targets.
It's more targets.
So I'm going to bring the assassin, and I'm going to put the assassin here.
Alrighty.
And then I draw up. Oh, I didn't get any more rage.
Welcome to the club.
That is interesting. Oh, and then the herbalist thaws out. Take your frost back.
My frost back. Okay, so I think I'm going to... You've activated my trap card.
Oh boy.
I'm going to Quake. So Quake, deal 1 wound to a hero in Sabosa's ground space, or deal 1 wound to all frozen ground units. So I'm going to deal a damage to the herbalist, but I'm going to play a second one. I'm going to just take the herbalist out.
Oh! Oh! So that's a second one?
That's a second Quake.
Quake, you're just stomping up and down
because
the barbarian's climbing you?
Yeah,
that's just rude.
I can't get him off.
So the herbalist goes right here into this sort of like graveyard cemetery sort of scenario. Bye, herbalist. It was nice knowing you.
Then my last action, I'm going to play Gain Power. So my powers are a little bit differently. I can only hold one of them in my active slots, but I can use those effectively as pretty much any action other than Gain Power.
So now I'm going to have to rely on my cards to gain rage. Somebody's free action. Pretty much. Thank you, Jessica, for the information.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I don't like the fact that you're up here. That's not great. And then also this moves up at the end of my turn.
I'm going to intensify, which is discarding a card to either get a rage or draw another card, and I'm going to draw another card. That's not what I wanted, but that's all right. I am going... Oh, let's see, the assassin... Yep. This is my assassin? Oh, that wasn't smart, David. I'm going to gain ground with my assassin.
Ooh.
It's right here. Move in any direction, so I'm going to move there. And I've taken 2 actions. And then I'm going to leap with my assassin onto this leg. And the assassin says, after taking a leap action, this hero unit may take a free melee action. So I'm going to take you out at the knees, Nelson.
Oh, no.
I'm going to take you out at the knees. I want that Quake gone.
No more Quake.
Oh. Hey, we're barely there.
They were barely there.
I feel like barely is going to be a...
Barely's a good one.
It's probably the most overused bear pun, right?
Okay.
She hasn't. Jessica hasn't repeated puns though, so that's good. Sweep the leg.
Sweet.
You're all right, Saboso. I'm sorry. Getting a little loopy, and it's just Wednesday afternoon. I think that was all my actions.
Okay.
So I don't have. Oh, the sage could come in. I don't know that sage. Ooh. I think I'll do that. I'll bring the sage in for a free action. And the sage is this guy. I'm going to bring him over here. That's it.
So when it's in play, the Winter Beast ability costs 1 less rage.
Yes.
Nice.
So I don't have any rage, but...
But if you did.
But if I did, oh boy.
Could you imagine?
You better watch out.
Excellent. Okay, so I am going to...
Welcome, Rick. I'm glad you could watch the stream today. Oh. Okay, things are going to get interesting here.
Alrighty, so I'm going to spend
Power?
this power cube to whack.
Oh,
And
no.
I'm going to...
Is it just one?
It's just one. I'm trying to figure out...
May I suggest who you should knock off?
Yes.
Will you take that suggestion?
I'll probably take the opposite of that suggestion.
Oh, really? Then surely I should take the poison in front of me. Who are you gonna knock off?
We're gonna throw this guy mainly, and the reason being my choice is I think that they're both fairly compatible in terms of like power level, but this guy is really far away from my whack action, and so if I knock him off, it's going to take you a little bit more time to get.
Yes.
And I
Does
have
he
a
go?
better.
So if you knock him off, does he go into the same space or an orthogonally adjacent space?
Any adjacent space.
Oh, any adjacent
And then
space.
it will deal a damage to
Him?
that character or a character in that space.
Or
A character in that space. So I'm going to
toss him
knock you
there?
here and deal a damage to your
Oh, really?
snow hair.
The snow hair. He did the little rabbit. I think we just determined who the bad guys are. The snow hair can come back. He will return.
We'll see. Okay, I will.
We'll see.
I'm going to frost up your druid.
Hey, Franklin, how's it going? Everybody, if you didn't see, I did a culling video of my copy of Kingsburg
Oh, okay.
a couple months ago. Franklin is the guy who bought it.
Nice.
Yeah, sucker. Just kidding. Great game. Great game. Franklin, let us know. Have you played Kingsburg yet? Hey, David, how you doing?
I'm going to.
Oh, I wanted to take my turn.
Yeah, I know you did. I'm going to scatter here.
I don't like this. Are you trapping?
I'm
also?
going to trap
Oh my gosh.
the druid.
Nelson is going to destroy.
And we did have a question, Jessica, for the frost tokens here. Do these return to my board? Or are they permanently used up whenever I trap a unit?
Yes, please let us know.
Played it twice.
And Franklin, excellent. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Was it the first time you'd ever played it? I can't remember. We went to a sort of cabin retreat, and we meant to play it. I meant to play it with Franklin before the end of that because I wanted one more play. As we did that video, I was sitting there kind of regretting, just like I always do when I call. But my turn? Did you do all your cleaning up?
I am currently reshuffling because I just decked out. I'm going to reshuffle and draw up to my 4.
All right. Well then, so the assassin is on your knee. Oh. I like this. Is my trail connected to trap?
It is.
By the way, I'm a clan of French bears. I am going to do a thing then. I don't know if this is the smartest thing. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Ugh. Ugh. Do I have anyone else that uses magic? Well, let's see what I can do. Let's see what I can do. I am going to... I don't think I have any really good cards left. I'm going to intensify by discarding that and drawing a card.
Alrighty.
This is not what I was looking for.
Okay, so the shiver tokens are removed to Saboso's player mat. Thank you.
Excellent.
Perfect.
I'm going to go ahead and melee your Quake knee.
Ow. That was my good knee.
That was my one good knee. I mean, it
had
was.
It had double the hit points of the other one.
So no more Quake.
No more Quake, but I can heal myself.
Oh, you can?
I do have mend cards.
Don't do that.
Oh, okay, sure.
Just don't do that.
You're right.
Do the mend let you pick any one?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Hey, Brant. How's it going?
Hey, Brant. Hey, oh, look, it's Nelson. Yeah. Tell all of Nelson's fans, come to the MVM channel to watch Nelson beat up on David with his Saboso.
Brant and I play a lot of Marvel Champions and more recently Star Wars Unlimited together.
Oh, he plays card games? Mm-hmm. I'm kidding. I know you play card games, Brant. Well, I think I'm just going to intensify again with this to get outrage. And that's it. We can't discard down consciously, right?
Ooh, I don't think so.
As we draw back
I don't
up?
think so, because I think that is...
Well, I've drawn my last couple cards.
Okay.
It is your turn. That rage goes up to the top. So I have outrage to spend.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how...
So if those of you who aren't familiar with Maul Peak, like I said earlier, they have a game called Skulk Hollow that preceded this. Very similar, except instead of bears, you're playing foxes. And they definitely tweaked some of the mechanics here. I think this is works a little bit more streamlined. Plus, I didn't look into it thoroughly, but there's a sheet in the box that talks about how you can combine them and just kind of mix and match, I think, which is cool.
That is really, really cool.
But yeah, the foxes worked a little... They didn't have this sort of sheet. The foxes, you had multiple cards in your deck.
Oh, okay.
And it was... You could activate those people as they came up in your hand.
Gotcha.
Which is also cool.
Yeah.
Your turn, sir.
I understand that.
No shame in passing if you want.
No shame in passing.
No, I...
The ultimate slight.
Yeah. I pass.
You need the extra turn more than I do.
You take my turn.
Okay.
You can have my last action. I'm just going to take 2 actions. You can take my third.
I'm going to gain some power.
That weak.
We are going to... The problem is all my movement cards. I'm kind of trapped.
Yeah. Deck cycling is a little rough. I was looking at a hand earlier. We played a warm-up and I didn't have any leaps. And this game I had a lot of leaps, but all those cards, well, maybe. Maybe I have leaps.
Who knows?
I'm not telling you. I don't have leaps. So I can't move around. I'm stuck on his broken knee.
I'm going to unbreak this knee.
Well, now I'm stuck on his one broken knee.
Now this is the good knee. And then because I've opened up my Quake action...
You can use it.
I'm going to Quake and deal a damage here.
Oh, he's...
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. It's in my space. I'm going to deal a damage to the Barbarian.
To the Barbarian, huh?
To the Barbarian. I'm going to put these over here. This rotates up.
And What do you think of the art of this? This is my
like
kind of
it.
art. I
like it a
love
lot.
cartoony art.
Yeah.
It's got that Saturday morning cartoon vibe to it.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yes. No, I'm a big fan of the art.
You're done?
Yes.
Okay. 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 Ooh, I gotta do this. I'm still just on that knee, huh?
just hanging out.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna spend. Nope, I'm not gonna spend that first. I am going to. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to discard this to draw a card, and do you think I should include the discard that I just discarded to do that?
I would think so.
Yeah.
I think
I don't
when you
want
play
to.
a card, it goes into
I'm just
the
trying
discard
to
file.
play an honest game here.
Yeah.
But I really don't want to include that. I really just want to look through here and get some leap cards.
I hope you get a leap card.
I don't think you do. I thought Nelson was honest until just now.
It's leaning into the whole rage.
All right,
thing.
I'm doing what I'm about to do just for Nelson and Brant. Would you like to cut?
You're good.
That's what the pro card players do. They just tap. That's also a slight, I think. No, that's good. Even if you cheated, I'm fine. Oh, okay. So that was action number 1. I intensified. Action number 2 is going to be a leap.
Woo!
And he's going to leap up here. And when he leaps up there, it's the assassin. After taking a leap, the hero unit may take a free melee action. So melee one of your traps.
Alrighty.
And then for my last action, I'm going to melee
No!
that trap. So hopefully I just suffocated your trap action that's sitting in your hand.
You did. You really did.
Yeah, Jessica says you can mix and match Skulk Hollow. Oh, 3 to 4 player battles.
Oh, that sounds really cool.
Whoa, Guardians and interesting. The Foxen and the Grizzar team up. I want the game that pits them against each other.
Yeah.
Or they side. They're corrupted. There's a hidden traitor mechanic where one of the foxes is bad. I think that's the end of my turn. I have a rage that I could spend. Interesting. I'm going to ask for interpretation from you.
Sure.
So I just leapt.
Mm-hmm.
I got a free melee action.
Yes.
Does that...
It breaks the cycle.
It does break the cycle.
Yeah, they call that out.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, well, they call out that no
They
free
call
actions.
it out for
Yeah.
people like me.
Yeah, no free actions can... maybe, yeah.
No, the free action wouldn't have done it, but the actual leap that I did would be triggering what I'm suggesting.
Gotcha.
The free actions are as if they didn't happen?
That's a good question.
I won't ask anymore. This is great streaming.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take your action. I'm not going to spend my rage. I'm just going to draw.
You made it so I can't activate my trap card,
Yes, that was the plan.
which I'm not the biggest fan.
I have
of,
to
by the
say,
way.
I think there was a more recent game too that came out that had this sort of Shadow of the Colossus vibe.
Okay.
Where I can't remember the name of it, but I think Skulk Hollow was the first to do it. It's a fun concept that you're actually on the other player.
Yeah.
Climbing around them. It's very cool.
It's very clever. Okay, so
I just want to get all my bears all over you. Just like ants climbing up.
and I want you to not do that.
Leviathan Wilds, thank you, also looks amazing. It's
Yeah.
a very similar vibe.
Okay.
And I think even more inspired by Shadow of the Colossus. But yeah, it would be a great companion product to this one. Not from Pencil First Games, though.
Alrighty, so I'm going to play my Quake card and deal a damage to your Barbarian.
I only have 1 health left after that.
I know.
Stop.
That's the... Well, I can't
Stop.
trap it, so I have to knock it out.
Just stop.
Just stop that.
Boy.
Let's go ahead and gain ground. So I'm going to come over here
How many actions you got left?
1. And then I'm going to whack this guy
well,
here.
at least I got the trap off. Oh,
and deal the damage.
You threw him into my barbarian?
Threw him into the barbarian.
That is rough. So when he throws a guy off, that guy can either take the damage or the barbarian. Is that up to you?
I believe that's
probably.
Up to me, yeah.
I'm going to let it up to you.
Yeah, deal 1 damage.
I don't like how this is going. Everyone pour one out for the barbarian.
The barbarian.
I guess we pour a little honey out, maybe. Although he's a polar bear. I don't know. Polar bears probably don't eat honey. Probably not a honey. Probably not a lot of honey where they live. Unless it's the polar bear on the island in Lost. Because then there's probably some honey.
That was... What a wild...
Lost. I think it's just on the cusp as being an outdated reference that like people don't know. Like...
Okay, no, Lost is a whole nother stream. Let's focus on this and we'll...
Lost is always another stream. I've listened to podcasts where people are talking about movies and they bring up Lost and they instantly go down this Lost rabbit hole.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Is it my turn yet?
It is your turn.
Boy. So you've taken out 2 of my guys.
I have...
You have to take out all of my guys.
Or trap 4.
Trap 4. Is he considered taken out?
Yes.
Oh, so, well, of course, yeah.
He's considered eliminated.
Okay. Are you going to make my old sage climb up your foot?
Just thematically, just like using the cane to like dig into the snow.
Wait, did you take out my druid?
I did.
What?
And your snow hair.
Is my druid dead too then? How many guys are gone? The
Not
herbalist?
Not enough. If
the druid's in your belly.
The druid's in my belly.
The druid's in your... Ugh. Oh, this might be the last time I invite Nelson back for a live stream. He's killing me. Well, I'm going to have to try to cycle some cards here. First, I'm going to spend this, though, to get 2 rage, because I need some rage. And then I am going to intensify to draw a card. That was 2. I mean, this is the only thing I can do, really. I'm going to leap with my sage, my crusty old sage, onto your one good knee. He's going to have a talk with you about his one good knee versus yours. That is my turn. My rage goes up. I have 3 to spend next time. Draw up 2 cards. Please. Sweet. And I don't mean that in a good way.
Okay.
Yeah, I've come to think of it, in all my games of Skulk Hollow, how Lou sees it, I don't know that I ever played the Guardian.
Really?
No, I think I always ended up playing the Foxes. But yeah, the game comes with also, by the way, like, I think 3 other Guardians, correct me if I'm wrong, Jessica, and they all work a little bit differently. They all have kind of like video game-esque asymmetric powers, or powers that you wouldn't be familiar with having just played Saboso. This is the setup for kind of like your first game. They even suggest the snow hair, but I had like 5 different winter beasts to choose from.
Which is really
cool.
Which is kind of cool. And then Saboso here is like the challenge rating, or like the complexity rating of 1, and it goes all the way.
So that's why you're winning.
That's
we just agree on that?
Yeah,
okay.
100%. 4 different Guardians per box.
4 different Guardians.
That's awesome. That's really fun.
Yeah, per box. Yeah, the 3 in addition to this in Maul Peak, and then 4 in the other one. All of these are snowy themed. Is it your turn?
It is.
Don't finish me off. You know what? I have 1 guy on you and this guy here. Yeah, the 3 actions per turn is rough.
It's rough. But what we're going to do is we're going to whack a bear.
Whack a bear? Are you throwing him in?
I'm throwing him into the assassin.
Oh, that's just insulting. Are you going to take out the assassin too?
But I'm going to make you put the health on it first.
just to lull me into a false sense of, oh, it's just 1 damage. Okay, what's next, Nelson?
We're going to Frost the Assassin.
Frost the Assassin.
And then we're going to Quake.
Oh my gosh!
Deal 1 wound to all frozen hero units.
Oh my gosh. Nelson and his card games.
Nelson and his card games.
I should have known better to... So these guys are done. Who's my last guy? This guy here. And the... I need rage, man.
I think me taking out your...
Guardian,
which generates all the rage.
Oh, plus, I think the Guardian's the only way to bring in the snow hare.
The Druid.
Oh, the Druid.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Druid. So the snow hare's out of commish then, too. Oh. Hey, live and learn. I didn't tell you, if I get over to where this flag is...
It's capture the flag
I
at that
win.
point? Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're playing a variant where David gets to make up rules towards the end.
It's my least favorite variant.
I am going to... Let's see, that's no good. That's decent. I'm going to move here with that. And then I'm going to move here.
And you get the flag.
And I get the flag. Thanks for joining for the stream today, everybody. Pay no attention to our made-up rules. And then finally, I am going to discard this to get a rage. Let's see if I can survive long enough for my mage to come in. I've got all these magic cards. And no
and all of them don't use
do magic. And then that rage gets up, and I refill my hand. Let's see if I can get stuff. Just use the secret blowtorch card. I forgot about that. I just got it too.
The blowtorch card is pretty good.
I'm trying to decide between the blowtorch and the Gatling gun.
Oh, no, I think the blowtorch is going to work better on the pile of snow.
Oh, I would love to see real ranged weaponry in the next whatever it is. That would be cool. I can't remember if the first one had ranged weaponry or if you also still had to get up on the Guardian.
The mage kind of does that.
That's true. That's true.
The mage does that, yeah.
My dead mage.
No,
the mage. Yeah. Come on, mage.
Not quite dead.
The mage is the most expensive unit. It costs 5 rage to bring him in. Note that I'm 1 shy of that.
Alrighty.
We'll call it thematic. Oh! Your mage is clearly just in hibernation.
That's a good one.
I
think that's my favorite one.
I'm starting to... Jessica's with pencil first. I'm starting to think that she has just a list of bear puns.
100%.
In the event that anyone streams the game.
100%.
She's just waiting back. She's barely even watching, really.
Barely even watching. Oh. Nice one.
I don't even have to try, Jessica. I don't have a list in front of me.
Okay, so I'm going to slant left.
You can take up...
Going to slant right.
Okay. Are you quaking? Wait, does quake? No, frost.
Yeah, it would be a frost.
It would be a frost.
Quake affects a unit in my space or all frozen units.
Yeah.
And so I will frost.
It's your thing.
Frost there.
And that's your turn?
Oh,
you have a free turn.
I do have a free turn, but I think that's going to be my turn. I think I'm going to...
You're not going to do 1 damage to my feeble old sage?
I think I'd rather maintain that.
Just to have in your back pocket?
Just to have in
to
my
finish
back
things
pocket,
off?
Just to finish it off.
Okay. All right. So, here's what's gonna happen. I'm going to, action number 1, play this for 2 rage. I forgot. It's fine. It's fine. Everybody be cool. It's fine. Ugh. I'm going to spend outrage to unfrost. And that was a free action, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm going to intensify. See if I can get a decent card. Come on. I hate to give this card up. Every time this card comes into my hand, I like, oh, I'm going to use the heck out of this. It's a double melee.
Oh.
Yeah. I wanted to get the barbarian up on, he could just start taking things out left and right.
Yeah.
But I am going to... I'm going to get rid of this card to get another rage. That is the end of my turn. Rage goes up. I draw back up.
All right.
Now is when you finish me off.
And
hey, you just don't get... I'm not getting the right mix of cards. Like, you either want some leaps and attacks or some moves and leaps.
Yep. It's a very tactical game where you have to...
And I have the leaps and the attacks,
Yep.
but you want those when you're on Saboso.
Yeah, and when you don't have the sage.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The sage, I don't know if everyone can see the sage here, but he looks like he's going to have some words if you attack him again.
I'm getting a scolding.
He has a bit of a get off my front lawn vibe, the sage.
Very much.
He or she. I don't know if the sage is lady bear or a guy bear.
Okay, so first off, I'm going to mend my trap. I'm going to spend this to frost.
I feel like the end is coming.
The end is coming.
Quake.
Nope, there. And then I'm just going to trap you.
Oh, that's so insulting. Like, you could have quaked me, but you trapped me instead.
But Quake only does 1 damage.
Oh, and I have 2.
You have 2 health. And so I needed to try and I needed to get you off the board so you couldn't summon the...
He's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone. Does that mean you win?
That means I win.
I mean, you win.
Because there's
If
nobody
this
else.
table weren't as heavy as it is, honestly, I don't think Nelson and I could flip this table.
Moving this table's a bear.
It's. Did you hear that? I think that's the best way to finish this stream. What time is it even? Oh, it's about time. All right, let's go back to this screen we can talk to you lovely people.
That went really fast in a very good
game.
way. In a very good way, right? Like I feel like we got to play a lot of the game, and it felt like it was snappy. It was great.
Jessica caught your pun.
Yeah, it's nice. Okay, great. Thank
Solid.
you.
I think Jessica. No offense, but I think Nelson takes the day with that pun. Were you sitting on that? Were you planning that as much as you were planning your last turn?
Yeah, I actually could have won 3 turns ago. I was just going with puns. I had to stall to
You
get some
wanted
more.
to give Jessica a chance to just get the pun train going, and then you could just cherry on top. Yeah, so that was Maul Peak. As you could tell, this is going to be a game I'll probably never win against Nelson. This is one of those things where I'm like, okay, let me try that. It must be because you were the guardian, and then he would totally spank me there. Jessica even thought that the Grizzar, that's the name of the bear clan, would be the winners, but no such luck. Jessica, if you are hearing this in time and you can give some feedback, any tips, any advice for how you would have played a little bit differently? In retrospect, I feel like I could have been moving around the map a little bit more. It would have been interesting had I had another objective like a flag to run out.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you spent a lot of actions approaching me, which let me not spend actions moving.
That's true. Maybe I could have just let you jump in to a space. And the thing is, it was really hard to have the right hand because, I wanted that double melee. Had I had, a move, a leap, and the double melee, it would have been fantastic. Because what I wanted to do is, with that, the barbarian, had I been able to leap up, get the free attack, and then leap again, and then double melee, that could have all happened in one turn.
That would have been,
Taken out of one of your knees and your arm, that would have been amazing. Jessica,
been really good.
Map movement is always interesting, especially if you look at how Saboso attacks. Sometimes it's looking at spaces that share sides. Jessica, which would you say is not the most complicated guardian, but are the guardians in terms of being a threat? Do you think there are some that are more dangerous than others? Do you think that would go hand in hand with the complexity?
I don't know. I didn't look at
give me the book. We're gonna look.
And then Keith brought up a good point that there are
Keith
kind
is
of
in the house.
It's a handicap where you can give the less experienced players bones that kind of level the player field if there's a imbalance in skill.
Well, had I read that far in the rule book, I would have had all the bones. I kept a little bag of bones right here, Keith, just in case.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see them referenced during setup, so I thought we just have them in case.
The back, yeah.
There was a bone referenced in the... Yeah. I'm going to go back to the overhead so you can see this. So these are the other factions back here?
Yep. So here's all the different winter beasts.
Yeah, winter beasts. I mean, that's 6 different winter beasts. And then here's where they have the different, there's Saboso. Then you've got Veblen, which is the giant spider that's on the front of the box.
I don't like that. I'm not a fan of spiders.
Neither am I.
I don't like giant ones.
You're never going to see this spider grace our live stream, I don't think. We're that much wimps. Quagra, which is kind of a... Well,
Hydra type thing?
Yeah. I mean, it's qua, so 4.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There you go.
Oh, it's like a 2 for 1. Mm-hmm. I haven't opened their box, but I wonder if I bet they have 2 miniatures too. They probably move around in tandem. Trovac and Gnarl.
That's cool.
Jessica says complexity sort of tracks, but each guardian has its own dangerous.
That makes sense.
Oh, I have like 20 extra Spider-Man. Oh, thanks. Please send them to Nelson. In fact, we'll give Nelson's address out in the comments below and his home number. If you want to go to his house and ring his doorbell at the middle of the night.
That happened one day. It was wild. Someone rang our doorbell at 3:30 in the morning, and I didn't really sleep much after that. It was unnerving.
You know what I bet it was? A spider.
I bet it was a spider.
I bet it was a spider.
Someone dropped it.
Anyway, we're losing control of the stream now. Remember to comment below right now, or if you're watching this after the fact, for a chance to win your very own copy of Maul Peak with a few extras. We'll get in touch with you after we choose you somehow. We'll probably announce it in the future live stream. So this makes you have to watch another one of our live streams. Hopefully this one wasn't torture. But yes, comment to see if you can get a copy of your very own. And we'll probably see you next week. I'm Nelson, maybe not. Ryan might be back. But in the meantime, down in the comments below, let us know. Nelson or Ryan? Which do you want? We can make changes. Or you know what? Even if it's me getting kicked out, if it's Ryan and Nelson playing Star Wars, Brant, you can't vote, by the way. But if it's whoever you want, just pick the mix here, and we will take your lead. Bye-bye.
What's it?